Hey guys, I said I was going to try to do one fan video per day that I'm at home. It's been hard because it's been extremely cold. So again, today's one of those days I turned the space heater on before I left the house. And, let it warm up the garage and came back and, the garage is bearable but still not great. So this is the classic fans you saw in my Habitat video. These must have been sold around here because I found more of them around here than originals. There was a house near my parents growing up that had one in brown and brass with cane blades that I loved. Yeah, I've seen them a few places, and I think they're really cool. They're allegedly better built than originals because at the time, Hunter had patents on the original, but the patents on the older version from before Robbins and Myers, like the old Fulton, New York version, had expired. And so the Classic Fan Company used those patents and replicated. They're definitely heavier than originals. So whether or not they're actually better, but they're definitely heavier. And this one has 2 replacement brackets. Looks like they're like craft made brackets, but they're doing a good job. I mean, if they were polished brass, I'd leave them. Zephyr brackets will do. So really, what I need is 2 polished brass Zephyr brackets, or 4 for that matter. But worst case scenario, I think I have some Classic Fans reversaire brackets left from that haul of Classic Fans, so I'm going to check and see if I have any that fit this. So let's check it out. It's a beefy fan, as we know. So this is low speed. 0.99 and dropping. The brackets are bent, so it's probably likely that all 4 of them got mangled and then they replaced 2. I bent one of them. One of the brass brackets was way pointed down. And I left the others right where they were because it wasn't wobbling or anything. Okay, so down to 0.88. 87, okay, still dropping. 85, wow, still dropping, okay. $69 watts, so it's got a low power factor. Okay. I didn't see what it was at the max. We'll do a 0 to high to get that. So it draws less current than R&M original. And I think moves more air. Let me do an airflow test. Would make sense if it was modeled after the Fulton, New York version, because those do draw less current and move more air. I don't know. You know, sometimes the R&M originals vary. I'd say it's still in the K55/original category. I don't think it makes it out of that category, but it's definitely on the high end. It's like a really good R&M original. So let's take a look here. 128 watts, so still a low power factor, surprisingly. I wonder what the Fulton originals have for a power factor. So if you can't tell from the dripping, I filled it with WD-40 and then oil. I've learned my lesson about starting with oil on these old ones, that they tend to just be full of muck. And so I've learned that it's better to start with WD-40, or flush them out, and then do oil. So I filled it with WD-40 until it dripped over. Then I waited a little bit, let it run, put oil in it until it dripped over, and then topped it off with WD-40. So it's got a mix in there right now. Obviously, if it was going to be hanging and running consistently, you want to do differently. So yeah, whoever found these brackets for it did not do a half bad job. I've seen worse. Okay, so let's see what it does with the, what was high now? I forgot actually what high was. That's 1.79 maybe? Okay, we'll do 0 to high now because my dumb self forgot. So 2.14 is as high as it gets. Real quick spin up. 1.67. Okay. So we can't go over 1.67. So I'm going to start with 10. Okay, starts so we can go 8. Starts on 8. Is it going to stall? Seems like it, though. It'd be nice if it didn't. That means you could use an 8, 12, 20, although I'd be nervous with the low being this slow that it would stall out with voltage fluctuations and stuff. Wonder what the voltage is here. Let's take a look. Right on 120, just about. And it stalled. 9. Oh, that's not going to stall. Okay. 9. 10. So if I were to add a low speed, well, I guess adding a low speed, you always use the low winding. There'd be no reason to use the high winding. But if I were making a wall control for it, I think I would start on 10 to be safe. Just to, you know, in case of issues with stalling out or whatever. That's still plenty low for a low speed. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm wondering for a 4-speed, could we do 10, 15, 20? You could even take a 5, 10, 15 and then just wire a 5 across it. That 15 is pretty good for a low medium. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm feeling pretty good about my 10, 15, 20 wall control for this. Again, just take a 5, 10, 15 wall control and then wire a 5 microfarad capacitor in parallel with it, because when it's on high, it's going to short across that capacitor anyways. Well, is that far enough away from high? Oh, I'm doing the math wrong in my head anyways. It'd have to be a 10. No, we can't do that. It'd have to be a 10. Let's see. Oh yeah, still a big difference. So yeah, 10, 15, 20, but there'd be no, yeah, wait, so if you did a, wait, that might work. Wait, let me think about that. So you take a 5, 10, 15, and you wire a 5 across it. That becomes 10. Yeah, that would work fine. 20. 21. 22. 23. We over? Close enough to over. So we can't go over 23. Okay, so let's take it back to low. Got one of those little chains with the off in the middle, so it's off, low. Just make sure. Yep. Stop. I don't feel like getting up again that quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Way to start on 5 on low. So yeah, you wanted to put a real slow low speed in it, you could definitely do a 5. Unfortunately, 6 might, you know, values between 5 and 8 are not easy to come by. I guess 7.5 or 7 in the remotes, you get that, but like try to buy like a black box 6 or 7. I have trouble finding them for reasonable prices online. 6 is, I think, what would be ideal here. That 6 is a good, nice, slow, low speed. We could do a 7 though. Seven, I think, might be a little better in terms of wanting an actual usable low speed. And then here's your, still got a big difference. Eight. So 8's not bad, but it's a little fast for me. 9. 10. Getting close. 11. 12. 13. We're awfully close. What was... That's the high switch. So we actually are over at 13. Interesting, because it's silent, and then when I take the high switch off, there's a little bit of a hum. That's new. Okay, solid state, so we'll go back to high. Whether or not I do this with a different set of blades will depend on whether or not I do another fan tonight, because I don't have another set of blades for it here. So I can do another fan tonight, and then but I have to take this one down. If I take this heavy thing down, I'm not putting it back up. Let's be real. What did I do wrong? There we go. So far silent. I'll do like his metalness and turn the heater off, because it's the loudest thing in here. Quarter turn, still silent. Quarter turn, still silent. Quarter turn, I'm getting a little hum from it, but I don't think more than I get from the fan itself without the solid state control. One more quarter turn, we're on high. I would call this bedroom quiet. It's too bad Metal Pete missed this. I bet he'd love to meet a fan that's stronger than an original. Okay, I think I've covered everything. So, maybe you'll see this again soon, or maybe you won't. Thanks for watching.